Now let's take a look at this problem. We need to find the arc length for this function. And then I'm going to quickly graph this function always. Make a graph is always nice so that you know what the problem is really asking. So this is my xy coordinate. This is a parabola because of x squared. The -2 makes it upside down, plus the 2 makes it skinnier. The 4 shifts it up 4 units, so something like this. And this is -1, and this is 5. And now you basically find the curve in blue. Okay, right here. Not a nice curve, but that's what it is. Now, if you can recall that, oh, by the way, let's check the y prime, which is -4x. It is well defined in this interval, so we can go ahead use the dx. Must be dx. So we can do from it says -1 to 5. Formula says square root of 1 plus the square of the derivative, which is -4x dx. That's how I got this answer. Right? So that answers your first part. Let's take a look at the second part. You wanna find the arc length. That means you wanna evaluate this definite integral. Unfortunately, for now, you cannot constant square root of constant plus something x squared like this type. You're not able to do it yet, not until chapter 7. So you have to rely on either calculator or the Mathematica. Let me bring up the Mathematica. So this is the Mathematica. If you look for, let me move it down here. So in the computer lab, look for this logo. This logo is the Wolfram Mathematica. The syntax is integrate. What do you integrate? You integrate the square root of 1 plus 16x squared, right? Which is the same as 1 plus 16x squared raised to power 1/2. Okay, so that will work. Or if you want to, you can just use the syntax square root. So I'm gonna, alternatively, you can do this. I delete that. I'll use the square root, and make sure you use brackets when you call the built-in function. And what are you integrating? X from -1 to 5. Now, usually when you have this, it doesn't return you what you want because I'm gonna run it. To run it, you have to press down Shift Enter, these two keys at the same time. You see that it returns some arc-cinch function. So it's not a nice result. The homework requires you to type in a numerical approximation. So here's the trick. Find any arbitrary value, type in a decimal. So here I choose 1 and type in decimal and returns 52.48. You don't have to add a decimal here. You can add a decimal right here too. So doesn't matter. Okay. So somewhere use a decimal. So you get the same. So the answer is 52.847. I'm gonna type that in 52.847. It says run to 3 decimal. That's what I got. Okay. So that's it. Ask if you have questions.